walk me through a margin loan. How if I had ETH in my wallet and I want to go 4x long, tell me step by step how that would happen. How would I use one of your products to go 4x long?
Yeah, exactly. So you could go to fulcrum.trade
let's
and
let's
you
take
can,
sorry let's take numbers as an example, right? So let's say ETH, let's say it's $200 today, so I have
sure.
one ETH, and I have so $200 worth of ETH in my wallet. uh, so let's go from here.
Yeah, sure. So you go to fulcrum.trade, you hit trade, hit Forex, accept. In the deposit box, you hit 1 ETH, right? That'll show you that you're going to take a position that is in total 4 ETH. You hit accept, that 1 ETH goes into the vault from the lending pool. So you're going to be getting 3 ETH worth of DAI. If DAI is at 200, 200 times 3 is 600. 600 DAI comes into the vault. The vault acts as a trader. So it takes those 600 DAI and it swaps it out for 3 ETH. Now in the vault, there's 4 ETH total. So you're exposed to 4 ETH. You put in 1 ETH as collateral. So now let's say the price of ETH goes up. Price of ETH goes up 50%. It's now $300. You borrowed 600 DAI, right? But you have now 300 times 4, you have 1,200 DAI worth of ETH. So you can you can sell that ETH, so you sell those 3 ETH, right? So from that, you get 900. You return the 600 DAI. You have 300 DAI left over. That's your profit. So now you have that 1 ETH you started with and an additional 1 ETH worth of DAI, 300 DAI. And you just profited 50% you just profited 50% times 4 from the market going up.
Okay, so I have two follow-up questions. One is, uh, where is this extra money coming in from? What is on the other side? Like, who is depositing it into the pool, and how are they compensated?
All right. So there are lenders. Those lenders are giving you those margin funds that you can trade with in order to get into a leverage or short position. In exchange for the time value of their money, you give them a certain percentage, some APR that is controlled by supply and demand. So there's a demand curve, and essentially it's more or less linear with some differences at the extremes. But the more supply there is, the lower the rate you have to pay. The higher the supply, the lower your rate. The lower the supply, uh, the higher your rate. So it's that simple.
Okay, so it comes from a pool. Now, because these addresses, these borrowers are pseudo-anonymous, what is to stop me from going in, depositing my one ETH, which is at $200, getting a total of 3 extra ETH, and then withdrawing that to my wallet and disappearing?
Ah, yes. So you can only withdraw what you put in minus plus or minus your profits,
Ah,
right? So if you like the vault, right, is the one actually trading. If you told the vault, hey, okay, so you borrowed that money and now give me all that money, the vault will say, I'll give you the 1 ETH you gave me, but I can't, you know, unless something happens with this price, you can't get any more or less.
so that is a real innovation where you're relying on the security of the smart contract from users absconding with the funds.
Yeah, yeah. Our insight was like, hey, let's have this escrow contract do the trading in place of the trader so that the trader can't run away with
Okay.
funds.